Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sup Podcast, number 105. I'm one of your hosts, Luke Trevisi. I'm back, baby. I'm finally back.
Yeah, buddy.
With me, as always, we got Chris Cheney.
Yeah.
And Lawrence Deloach will be back in a minute.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Just got back from tour. Saw some fun stuff out there.
Yeah, and as you guys can tell, this isn't normally how we would record the pod. This is a quarantine podcast right now.
No, I'm playing Pokemon at the same time.
Great. Which one?
Leaf Green.
Oh, wow, you're really throwing it back.
I'm doing a Nuzlocke challenge. You know what that is, kids?
I know what a Nuzlocke is. Don't you fucking try to out-nerd me, you piece of shit.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to our audience.
Oh, yeah, they probably have no idea.
You know.
105, though. Here we are, guys. We are mid-quarantine. I mean, it's not... Martial law is not in official effect yet, but they're basically like, don't leave your fucking house, you fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, what are you, garbage? Come, stay inside. That's what Cuomo said. That's a direct quote.
But yeah, man. Sneaker news has slowed down, but it's not to a grinding halt. It's still moving a little bit. So stuff's going on here and there. Lawrence is going to come back in a second, but Luke, where do you want to start, buddy?
I'm here.
Oh, he's here now.
There he is.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys want to start? Is there anything in particular you want to hit first?
Let's talk about what's going on in this world right now.
Yeah.
But we got a pandemic going on. Usually, and I'll say this, sneakers and streetwear, it takes second. It takes a backseat to what's going on in this world right now. You do see a lot of retail stores obviously have closed their doors.
Yeah.
For a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little feedback, but they closed their doors for a couple of weeks, and I think it's great. The scary thing is, I mean, a lot of stores they say that they're gonna reassess what goes on, and another week or so. So we're looking at right now, as of today's what, the 22nd. By the first or the end of March, stores are going to have to do an evaluation and say, hey, are we going to reopen or we're going to stay closed? My guessing is they stay closed. But the thing about it is, when you have stuff like that, now people are going to lose their jobs, and it's really.
I mean, if anyone's in New York City now, you already know that like basically every restaurant worker and bartender has lost their jobs for the moment.
Right.
And even on the sneaker side of things, resellers are having an issue moving stuff because a lot of people were an in-store cop guy. Like, they would hit the lines. They knew all the people. They knew how to get in. They didn't have bots. They were more like a physical person that would go to the store. And now that it's closed, they have to try to adapt to this online environment they're not necessarily familiar with. Like, I was watching something that a guy, he's like a known reseller. He keeps a tally of everything he has in his inventory, and once a week he'll update the total payout if he needs to pay everything off at once. You guys still with me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that because of this quarantine and I guess imminent recession. Do you think we're gonna go to recession? I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll go fully down.
I think we are. I mean, obviously,
Yep.
I think we are.
Yep.
But his whole inventory went down 12%. Now, I don't know what the number is on that. Like, he didn't say exactly how much it is, but the guy has a large inventory.
Right.
And if you're managing that, like, me and Lawrence talked about it on the last episode, Luke, like, we weren't really sure how this was going to go. Like, if people were going to go buy more because they were inside, stuck, and, trying to just fill the time in, or if it was going to go down. But it seems like it's going down along with the actual stock market.
Yeah, there's a lot less need for, like, fresh kicks,
Which, I don't know, though, because I know people who are online shopping out of boredom.
Right. But in, like, the high-end sneaker market resale, I don't know if that's really where you would spend your money. It's not my first instinct, even as a sneakerhead.
Right.
Well, what you're seeing now is a lot of stores have decided that their physical stores are closing, but their online shops are open, and they're giving up 25%. Just like Nike has a 25% off. Every store I know pretty much is doing some type of
like some panic button sale where it's just like, we'll just keep buying stuff. Just please keep buying stuff.
Yeah, where it's things are H&M and John Elliott even has a 25% off sale on like their mainline items. you're gonna see this because people, like you said, people are not trying to spend all this. They're not trying to spend money like that, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, what you have to figure out, like you said, in times like this, people start saying, well, what? I really just need to purchase the essentials, like nothing that is like that's going to add or take away from my bottom line, because people just don't have it like that.
Some of the major food retailers like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, some of like the big ones that everyone knows about. A lot of my friends are complaining now because they only like have a certain amount of people in the store at one time, and you can only grab like one of a couple things. They have each of the food stores like a Supreme store would be on a drop, where it's like you're in line. You have to like go get like, if you want like chicken, you can only grab like one chicken at a time. And you guys, I know it's food. It's like we're in a pandemic and it's food. It's separate, but like the supply and demand of things has turned more into sneakers like than anything else, at least in my eyes.
I don't know. I got my eyes on that Purdue 6-pack drumettes right now. I don't know when they're gonna drop.
But that's what they do a lot. I was talking to my mom. She was talking to people outside, and I don't know if you guys know this, but they have like at least in some places they have like an early bird senior shit. Right. Where like you have to be at least 55 to go in early for between like 6 and 7 to get the shit, because they can't compete with like the younger guys going in and they're like getting shouldered out for food.
Yeah,
it's wild to me. Everything is just like a Supreme store now.
My question to you guys are you guys thinking about taking advantage of like some of these online sales, or are you waiting for it to get, for things to get even worse and then the sales to get even more?
Well, it's kind of like when we were playing chicken with that other sale.
With the Barney sale?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, where it's just like, all right, let's see how low we can go. So it's like, yeah, we could play like a serious game of chicken here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not really looking. I've got pretty much everything I need. Like I'm not gonna be rolling through that many different like types of clothing for the next couple weeks, because it's like I'm just gonna be home all day.
Well, we're not even talking about the next couple weeks. We're talking about, hey, you can buy something for the summer. Like you could buy, things that you may not have really wanted to purchase, but there's a lot of different things that you can, that people are now looking at. You have options now. And once again, I mean, people in times like this, I mean, people lost their jobs, financial uncertainty, but people are still out there purchasing things. Mm-hmm. It's just because a lot of Americans are in financial straits doesn't mean every American citizen isn't out there looking for a deal. Nike had a 25% off, and people are just feasting now on sneakers. People. So I'm very interested to see where this goes, because I think a lot of this would have been, these these retailers are counting on people's tax money, and now they don't have that because, because people are losing their jobs. So, we're going to see where this goes. It's going to be very, it's a very scary time for Americans, and I think everyone wants to just, hopefully have this get over with, because it's not good.
No, and so, I mean, with people quarantined, staying home and stuff, a lot of people are doing more content creating, I guess is the phrase I'll use here, than normal.
Yeah.
And Travis Scott, actually, so I guess he was making a ton of videos, him making beats. But he also he posted one of the videos of him making beats wearing his, I guess it's going to be his 270 React ENG model, where it's got a backward swoosh on it. So, I mean, even in this time where it's like not a lot of, physical stuff can go on, like not a lot of stores, like stores closed or whatever, we got to stay home, and we're still finding information like, so I guess he's got to have this reverse swoosh 270.
So, yeah, I mean, celebrity people still have things to sell. I mean, there's still, Air Jordan 1's coming out in a couple of weeks. There's still a lot of different, things that are.
Yeah, man, it's just funny that like we get these little sneak peeks. Like I don't know if he did that on purpose or if he wasn't thinking or whatever, but apparently we're gonna have.
Everything is done on purpose. Come on, man.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you're just home bored and like you got a good video. You're like, fuck it, I'll post it.
Travis got like a whole team behind him that would have told him if he should have taken that down or not.
Yeah, of course. Come on, man.
I don't know. I mean, people make mistakes all the time. But, I mean, I'm not personally a fan of this model either way, so this is kind of a throwaway one to me. When they try to add Travis's stuff to, like, the newer models, the stuff that the new silhouettes they just came out with, it doesn't hit. I mean, he tried this with the 30, was it the 33s? I think, yeah. So no one gave a fuck. I mean, it's. I think it's still sold out, but it trickled down. It wasn't like boosted out of the fucking stores immediately. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I think this one's going to be one of those misses. He can't do the new stuff. He has to do the old stuff.
The stuff that people actually want.
I mean, no sneakerhead like us three wants 270s.
No. I want comfy.
I don't even know if they're comfy or not. I mean, I haven't tried them on, but like we don't like running models, right? We're not like a running crew.
Not really.
No, but I mean, there's certain runners that are beautiful, Air Maxes, Air Max.
Yeah,
1s,
but those have transcended running. Like these, although I wouldn't necessarily say are like pure contenders for like a great runner, but they're in this like new realm of silhouette that follows that high-tech runner vibe.
Yeah, it's definitely part of that vibe. I don't think. Yeah, it's not really for any of the three of us.
Al, you could probably pull them off, but you're the only one that would wear something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You know, I listen. I'm interested to see these things in action. I mean, we do have Air Max Day coming up on Thursday.
I mean, quarantined Max Day.
Well, I mean, we still have, you know, there's still the duck camos that are coming out, and the duck camo 2.0, which Luke, I really didn't get your opinion on it. Any thoughts?
I'm excited for them. I didn't get a chance at the duck camos when they first came out. I'll go for them again.
Oh yeah, Lukey, what do you think about all the Air Max shoes that are going to come out? Did you guys see like there was like the rosé, the gold, the silver, those two duck camos. There was 2 Air Max 2090s, I think, right, Al?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the liquid metal ones. Those are kind of cool. I didn't really care for anything else besides the duck camos and the like the original duck camos. The new like the black ones just didn't really do it for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else didn't really catch my eye for the most part.
I mean, the fact is that we said this last week, but last year was a disaster as far as execution. The shoes were way better, but the actual rollout of the holiday was terrible. Most of it happened in April. But this year, it seems a little more on point as far as execution within the month and the day. And the shoes surrounding the actual day, I feel like, are better than last year. So it's definitely an improvement.
I agree with that. I think last year we had the city packs again. We had like the Shanghai, the Paris, we had all those. There were like 2 standout shoes from that set, if I remember correctly.
I think the Shanghais and the Souls, but I believe all of those were kind of underwhelming. So
yeah.
I
mean, but even moving on, so like even though there's all this like quarantine news and we're just getting sneak peeks and stuff like the Travis shit, I mean PJ Tucker during his quarantine time went on Instagram and said he's going to open his own sneaker store. Which I don't know when you're going to be able to do that or where. I think he was saying it was going to be in Texas,
October.
I guess. But
he said it was going to be October in Houston.
Yeah. But this seems like the thing that we kind of were looking for him, no? Like, we wanted to have him do something, right?
Well, I think after his career is done, I think this is what we're expecting out of him, you know?
I agree. I think this is where he hangs up his hat, and, like, once he's retired, he can kind of focus on the store more and make it something really cool, make it transcend. You know?
Well, I think his who he is as a person, I think he's a sneaker. We know he's a sneaker guy, and we know that's where his future lies, I think. And, you know, I mean, obviously there's other things, but I think sneakers is his thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I would hopefully he does something a little different.
That for him, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hopefully he does something a little different than like one of the other stores that we already have. Like, if he's just going to be another store with like a giant glass case of expensive sneakers and just like saran wrap shit on the wall, like, you know, I mean, good for him, but you know, he has the opportunity to do something a little different because he's a notarized like professional basketball player. Not every store can say that store owner can say he played in the NBA. You know what I mean?
So what would you want to see from this store?
I would like to see him do a better version of the hoop that Flight Club has. I think that would be cool.
I agree with that.
Like an actual court, maybe, because I'm not saying that he has to like dive full in on the basketball shit, but he is a professional basketball player. Like this could be a place that also could be a facility for stuff.
Here's the thing, though. There's been other players who have had, their mark on sneaker stores in the past. I mean, this isn't the first guy to do it. Granted, he's the one that's one of the most notable. Notable. Yeah, he's one of the most notable guys to do it. So, but I mean, still, I think J.R. Smith's done, sneakers. Guys have done plenty of sneaker stores.
Dr. J. Is that not Dr. J? Is the Dr. J store not Dr. J?
No.
What? This whole time.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I retire from this podcast.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Dr. Julius Irving don't own any of those stores.
No, dude.
I can't see Lawrence, but I can feel his disappointment.
Oh,
I'm
man.
fucking disgusted.
Woo! Oh, this is my favorite episode we've ever recorded, I think.
Oh, no.
The listeners are going to hate this one. Yeah,
this is great. So I guess the store is going to be called Better Generation.
That's what he's already named it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A quick here. This is what it says in the article here. A quick internet search turns up an existing but inactive website for the Better Generation as well as social handles, and they're crediting that to PJ Tucker's new store that he's going to open.
Interesting.
Really?
So the Better Generation, which I don't know if that's supposed to be saying it's a better generation of a shoe store or what. I don't know what he's implying by that, but yeah, I guess there's a name for it, and it's going to be October in Houston. Granted that the coronavirus doesn't get all of us.
Cool. I wish him the best of luck. I don't know what I would want to see in a store. I
just want to see. A lot of heat, a lot of good shit. That's it. I mean, if your sneaker store has good sneakers for sale, then I think he'll be fine. We'll see.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Going on from here. So it's still kind of quarantine related, corona related, but I guess LVMH is going to start making hand sanitizer. You guys see that?
Well, it's interesting because all these places are what do they call it, boarding up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all boarding up their stores. So we're gonna. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is we're trying to move forward with news and things, but this is just unprecedented. I want to see where we are by next month. If people don't get financially, somehow. I understand the streetwear and we're talking dudes with mommy and daddy's cars, but people are gonna feel the effects of this for a very long time, man.
For a while.
No one expected it to end up like this. If you look back to the Ebola shit, probably the most recent potential pandemic that we had, it didn't even get this far, and it was a way worse disease, thank God. But you get here, we're gonna be like this for at least 3 months, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
When LVMH is going we'll help sanitize you guys, something's up.
Yeah, something's up when these companies are putting their stuff on hold. They're not even going to be making that much money off of this stuff. It'll probably be all if we're really talking business wise, it would just be government grants and stuff that they'll be making money off of. It's a lot of it. Everything, life is kind of going on pause right now.
Yeah, it's wild.
Nuts. Lawrence, you
we're
lost out on a little bit of work too, right?
In terms of comedy, yeah. I mean, I was supposed to be in Florida at the Hard Rock casino this weekend. So I mean, we're all feeling it somehow, some way. I mean, there isn't a person in this world who hasn't felt some effects of it. You know.
I mean, Luke, you were saying that you thought that this is what Virgil meant when he said streetwear is dead.
Yeah, man. Listen. I've been mapping it. I've had a little bit of time. I've been able to figure it out, man.
What did you figure out?
All right, so if you look at like the letters of Virgil, it kind of all adds up. You know,
okay.
VIRGIL, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you, oh man, I did not count for that G.
Jesus, yo, Chris, your laugh is so insane, bro.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm just saying, if you add up all the numbers in the letters of Virgil, I'm gonna make a separate video for this. I can't.
Okay.
Bonus content later.
Okay.
I'll just give you a little teaser right now.
Okay.
All right. We got Virgil.
Yep.
We got COVID, and we got Louis Vuitton. What do all three of those things have in common? The letter V. All right?
Okay.
You put three V's together, it creates a triangle. What is a triangle a symbol of? The Illuminati.
Yeah, Luke, I think you need to step outside, get some fresh air.
Nobody. I'm close. I'm close, man.
I would think maybe do some push-ups, take a lap.
No, dude. No, I got this.
Yeah, you got it. You got it 100%?
Yep, 100%.
Well, I think, Luke, I can speak for Lawrence and I. We're very excited to watch that video later.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna find some fun stuff out. Join the movement, people. Virgil started COVID. That's hashtag.
Woo! All right,
That's
Luke.
my update for right now. I want to wait until we got clear lines. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, Luke, you are just quite the guy. You know that?
I try. I'm doing this for the people.
All right, guys. What else? You got anything else?
Let's see. Well, Virgil has some things coming out, but actually.
Well, he I don't know how he convinced Louis Vuitton to make boat shoes, but he's pretty much now just making the Clark's version boat shoes just under the Louis Vuitton name.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last thing. And boy, the creative energy he had to put into this. Wow. You would think that he spent probably a week's worth of mental energy trying to figure out how to do this, huh?
Yeah, but because all of his mental energy was going into creating COVID-19.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Woo!
But actually, all right, the Fire Red Air Jordan 4s are coming out in Black Friday, maybe.
I'm looking forward to that with the Nike Air on the back.
Yeah, buddy.
Wait, isn't it a little ridiculous we're finding out this early? But because this is what happens, right? Like something like this, we get this tidbit of information, and then like we're like, oh, cool, this is dope. And then like 6 months from now, they're like it will be the next leak of information, and like you, like why are they telling us this early?
Because they want people to have faith in the company still.
You think so? You think that's what it is?
Absolutely. They need people to have faith in Nike as a company, so they're like, hey, look, we've got Jordan.
No, I think this is around the time you start finding out that information.
For like Black Fridays?
I guess it is because it's a holiday esque shoe. I mean, I know it's not like the holiday shoe, because I also saw that they were talking about the next Jordan Christmas one was going to be the reverse flu games.
Ooh.
Next Jordan Christmas reverse flu games.
Yeah, I saw a headline for that.
Reverse flu game, what?
13th.
Really?
Or 12th.
I think I saw that too.
Wait, hold on. Reverse. It was one of the later ones, but yeah. And I mean, I didn't give it that much attention because I'm like, oh, it's like a year away.
man. That would be.
Oh no,
favorite.
it's the 12. My bad, the 12.
The reverse flu game 12s.
Yeah. But yeah, like
Yes.
this is like really early for this, especially like who knows what's gonna last because of these couple months. But like getting this information so early, it's weird to me.
No, I mean you got to realize we're in March. Usually we usually know what the Christmas Jordan is already with the what 11's coming out. So I mean, knowing
this is supposedly the Christmas shoe this year.
The reverse flus, the 12s.
Yeah, it's saying the release date tentatively is December 26th, and it's going to retail for $190.
That wouldn't be the Christmas shoe because the Jordan Christmas shoe always comes out around the 10th of or before Christmas. So if it comes out after Christmas, that's not an 11. That's not the Christmas shoe. A Christmas shoe is if you look back at the history of Jordan 11. It always comes out around the 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th because what happens is it gives people a time for it to get shipped out, people to purchase their sneakers. So there's going to be an 11 because that's just been the history of how Jordan Brand has been doing things for the last 10 years. There's been an 11. No,
and you're right, Lawrence. I mean, I wasn't trying to say that this is like the Christmas Jordan, but it seems like it could be, and it's all tentative. It's like all a rumor, you know what I mean? But to go off of your point, it is weird that we would find out about these before we would know about the 11s that usually come out on Christmas or before Christmas, rather.
Well, it's interesting because obviously Black Friday comes before the Christmas shoe, but for the last few years we've had leaks of what 11 is coming out pretty early. I mean, now things are a little different with, fucking Gentry Humphrey behind the wheel again, but, I don't know.
I think it's still weird that we just have all this information this early. Like, I mean, we're finding out about stuff that comes out like, supposedly next month. I mean, who knows about the schedule now, but we're finding out stuff with a 30-day time window as opposed to like this 10-month window with these shoes.
Well, no, remember you have if you're doing it, you have to have production dates, which you have to. So basically, if a shoe's coming out in November, or they're gonna have to start doing production very shortly. So it's not like we know about certain things. There's certain things that we don't know about until things start ramping up. If you're talking about like limited edition sneakers and things like that, sometimes we will find out later. But for like Black Friday and Christmas sneakers, they're always pretty known well in advance, bro.
Yeah, but no, what I'm trying to say is like, why do we need this info so early?
Because it gets people excited for fourth quarter. It gets especially it's always been this way, bro. Leaks have been 8 months in advance.
It's just funny how like they announce it and then like we don't talk about them for 6 months and then like that's when they start. You would think they would try to keep it constant the whole time. I mean, that's how like popular shoes that like Travis and all other Nike people have done. They constantly keep it in the media.
Okay, say that one more time.
So we're getting this info about these shoes now, right? And this has been the timeline that we get them. With other releases, maybe a more on the hype scale, but definitely not as different as far as the shoe model. So we're talking Jordans here specifically, or just high-profile Nikes that you attach to like Travis or Fragment or the other one. They keep them in the media every month. These we're not going to talk about for another 6.
That's fine, but you hear about these, and then now it gets the anticipation going, and then come when you start seeing product shots of people with them on feet, you'll start getting excited again. But nothing. This is not out of the norm.
This is more of like the subliminal marketing stuff, I guess, right? So
I'm with you guys.
Yeah, these are mass produced. These are going to be mass produced shoes, so they're going to obviously get people. These are going to be known, and like I said, you won't hear from them for a few months, but just know that they're coming out.
Yeah, because we'll talk about it in a couple months and be like, oh yeah, we talked about these back in March.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, not to kind of cut this one short, but we're at like a half hour now, guys. I don't know if you have anything, because I don't want to force these quarantine ones. If you guys got anything else real quick, I think we got enough here to release something, even if it is kind of at half speed. So,
I got nothing.
I'm good. I just want to say to everyone listening, make sure you take care of each other. This is going to be a very tough few months. Maybe a tough year. If you got someone that you want to take care of, send them love, whatever you can do, because we're in for a bumpy ride, guys. That's it.
Yeah, and moving forward, we didn't have we had a plan, or at least I had a plan on how to record these, and it didn't work out exactly. So in the future, look for regular length episodes. But for right now, this is kind of what we had to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, so Lawrence, that was a great closing thought. Thanks, buddy. At Not That Cheney, at LZD325, at Trevisus, at Sup Podcast. I mean, Luke, he's got a video coming for all you guys. Okay. And I can't wait to then film. All right, Lawrence, you got to film yourself reacting to Luke's COVID Virgil thing.
All right.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah. Anything else, guys?
No, that's it.
That's
man.
all.
All right. Sup Podcast. Email, Instagram, text us. You know the shit. Follow us. Whatever. Like, subscribe. You get it. And that's it. All right, guys.
Peace.
Peace.